Hey, love. Happy Monday. Hope you had a wonderful day. Got up around, I want to say like 9, which is around when I usually wake up. Um, and the little one said they wanted waffles. Um, and my nephew said he wanted oatmeal, but I guess in the morning he changed that to grits because when I went downstairs, there was grits on the stove and a pot, and my mom had already started, and she was making bacon on the griddle pan, and so I got the mix and made the mix for the waffles, and they had waffles and syrup, bacon and egg, and after that, what do we do? Mm, they played in the basement. They played catch with the baseball and the glove. Then they had the dance party again. I played some different music for them, and came upstairs. Short day, because then after that I had to take them back to see their mom and their sister, and but it was nice having them. The house is quiet again. All the little energy has now gone back home, but we'll see them this weekend for a couple of things they have going on their end of um, in their neck of the woods. So um, there was something I was going to mention about. Oh, my both of my nephew and niece, um, they like to strum my instrument, which is any kid can strum. It's just like basically just dragging your hands across the strings, but they like to do that with my guitars I have over there. And so when uh, before downstairs, I had them downstairs for the longest. Had them my some of those guitars that are behind me. I had some of those on my rack downstairs, and they did the same thing when I played the music downstairs too. But I was telling them, I'm planning on saving them, so if they want to play when they get older. And my niece, both of them really like guitar. I think they just like it because it's different, and it can be interesting. And I think because I also have a toy that sounds like a guitar. I don't know if I've let you. I have to get it. I think it's downstairs, either downstairs in the other room across from me. But they love that toy. That toy has all different types of sounds. It can go. The tempo can be slow or fast. You can try any type of rhythm. It has different riff sounds that you can play over and over. And it has the actual part, like 3 little buttons where you can go over back and forth and it'll strum. It'll sound like a string strumming. I don't know where I got that guitar from, but they love it. So we didn't I didn't have it today or this past weekend for them to play with. I don't know. I think it might be downstairs and they didn't have a chance to play it. But usually that's one of the things that once it's out, it gets played for at least 10 minutes, at least, and it's a lot. It can be loud. It's one of those toys where after about 10 minutes, it's like, okay, it's enough. That's enough playing that guitar because it's not a real guitar. It's like a toy guitar, so it's like high energy. But yeah. So I between that or the real guitar, I prefer them play their little either the ukulele for my nephew because he's only 2, which is big enough size for him, or the little pink guitar. I think my niece's guitar is a first act guitar. I could be, or first discovery. I think something like that. It said might not be first act. I don't think about it. It's a girl guitar. I know that much because it has like pink and purple and different lighter colors. Um, and I think it has like butterflies and birds on it. So whereas my nephew's is just red, regular red with 4 little strings. And every now and then he gets the idea to turn the tuning pegs. I'm like, don't do that. You're gonna pop the string. Don't do that. But but they both love music. They love music. They love to sing. They love to dance. They love to Even my nephew, he likes to take, whatever, if he has utensils, he'll just bang on, either the counter or um, turn the plate upside down. My niece starts that. She'll turn the plate upside down. Now we can use it as a drum. And they'll just pat with their hands on top. I don't know why I just shook the phone like that, trying to pat with my, I'm sorry. Okay. I'll switch hands. This is what my right hand was doing, but while the phone was in it, it was going like that. You're probably like, what the hell is she doing? Why does she keep shaking the phone on beat? Sorry about that. Excuse me. Excuse my language. I usually don't cuss. But yeah, so I tried to, encourage that as much as possible. Of all the instruments that I think they would enjoy, I think they would enjoy the drums, piano, keyboard, guitar, and even vocal lessons. I know that they're young yet, but just to have the practice, and just to see what they like. It's still early yet. They're only, they're not even grade school really age yet, so it's really starting them off early. But if they enjoy it without being taught, it can only encourage them to know or not, or to know or to experience rather. In addition, know and experience what it's like to be, to go through what comes with learning an instrument or learning or learning to develop their talent, basically. So, but yeah, so that's them. And so they went back home today, and I wanted to watch the Knicks Cavs game, but I have to work tomorrow, and I haven't worked in a week, 2 weeks almost. Oh no, a week and a half. Now that I think about it, yeah. And so because of that, and because I have a long week, like I told you yesterday, I can't watch that game because I would be too stimulated. I don't know if it's going to go into double overtime. I don't know if it's going to go into regular overtime. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if this is going to be the last game because of the Knicks sweeping the series. I don't know if Cleveland's going to actually win a game. I don't know. There are too many I don't knows, and I need to get some Z's. And so Z's won. The Z's got one, and the I don't knows got zeros. That was a terrible joke. I'm sorry. I'm a little tired. But yeah, hopefully, tomorrow will be a little bit better. Having got my rest tonight. I want to show you how early it is. This is like, well, I still have to shower and brush my teeth and everything, but this is like a really good start. I think, where's my iPad? It's up here. It's not even 9:30 yet. That's how serious we are about getting some sleep today and getting off to a good start this week. And taking my mom's advice. And if I'm going to do some recording, record earlier. One second, show a little bit brighter my face in a second. There we go. 1 second. So I can show you what time it is. 9:20. So, in the evening, so that in 12 hours, when I have to wake up, I would have received sufficient sleep. So, yes, thank God. It's been a long time coming, but I'm hoping I can just manage to I want to watch the games, but this week is, certain things just got to be a grown-up, Ashley, and can't have everything. It's not just having everything, it's just knowing what things I can't do, trying to be responsible, so if I know that I'm going to be too excited after watching the game, I can't watch the game. If I know it's going to make me stay up late watching the game because it's West Coast, I can't watch the game. If I know it's going to etch into my sleep time, if I know it's going to cause me to wake up later and be tired, don't do it. It'll be there tomorrow. So I think, especially now that my goddaughter is older, my niece is older, I feel like it's kind of put things in perspective about um, not just listening, which is very important, but not just listening to experience, which is very important. Number one. Number two, it's shown me the the benefit of listening and not feeling like I have to be an island to myself and feel like I have to just, you know, well, I wouldn't say that I'm like that. I would say um, I'm very unsure of myself sometimes. Only sometimes, depending on what it is, and and then other times I'm very much just want to be driven and go for it. And it's a fine line of certain things that I should do that for and what I shouldn't do that for both categories. And I'm still learning the balance for that. It's not been uh, very easy because I'm very you know uh, hmm, I would say I'm committed both ways. So if I want to learn something, I do that. But if I think I have a good position on something, I do that too. But both of them, but right. I think that's what I'm trying to. There's a part of me that needs to grow in that area, and what I mean by that is that I don't. Sometimes I use each one for in the wrong categories. So it's just I feel like the older I get, the better I get at it, and the more I can see the importance of having that bridge between the two closer because now I have younger ones that will be under my wing in terms of you know I'll always be their aunt, I'll always be their godmother, I'll always be one of their guardians, and so it's just a matter of being able to have the wisdom and experience to know um, be when to use which character trait basically. So but I'm grateful that they're in my life so that that part of my life can get better. It challenges me to be better. And so that, if nothing else, thank God for that. The better I can become. And I told my niece that I said, because I see you reading and writing, it's inspired me to do better as well and try to do better at certain things. And my mom, like I told you the other day, my mom was telling her about how she likes to eat peppers now just because she likes to eat peppers as well. So, it's amazing how much we take for granted. Well, I've always been like this, but sometimes I'll put it like that, I guess. No, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Noticing that in every situation and from any person, we can all learn something. And sometimes sometimes it's a good lesson, sometimes it's a bad lesson, and it can always apply to us either way. So it's something, no matter what it is, it's always good to learn as much as you can. Be a sponge, be you know, be a magnet for good things, and then learn how to decipher so you can get rid of the things you don't need. All right, beloved. Well, I have I would love to talk to you longer. You already know that, but I have to get to bed so I can go to work in the morning, and I'll be back with you tomorrow. I don't know what tomorrow holds. I know I need to hold a water bottle because I'm out of shape, and the ladies have. Week. I think they're in week 11 this week, and I missed all of week 10, which was last week. So, with the the program, I'll say this and I'll let you go. The program had only, not literally, just FYI. What I mean by that is just this video. I'm gonna let you enjoy the rest of your night. Lord knows we're not going through that again. um, if you catch my drift. All right. Um, so so what happens in the program is every week they get stronger and stronger and stronger. So their endurance is better, their stamina is better, everything's improving. They're able to hold on. They're able to handle more resistance, possibly increase their weights that are on their ankles when they do the different exercises. And so I haven't worked out in a week. So I'm missing quite a bit because that was a whole week of strength and exercises and aerobics and cardio that I didn't do. So I might not even put any resistance or weights on. I might just sit there and like just work my way through it. So if I get some sleep, at least I'll be ready. At least I'll have that much. At least I won't be dehydrated. So I don't know what's happening over here. The more I try to fix it, the worse it gets. There you go. I had to push it to the side. But yeah, I'm excited to see them. I know we're coming to a close, and think the next week is our last week together as a program. Like I mentioned to you, I won't be there, not this Thursday, but the Thursday after that. But I'm looking forward to just being able to, I don't know, to have helped them this far, because the Lord knows the way it started out. I'm still very shy. Like, you know me, I'm a shy person by nature. But it's been a lot of fun, and they are a group that's, that I appreciate having the opportunity to work with, and the instructor as well. And so we'll see what happens. Next only have 3 more classes, and then that's it. So I don't know. I because there's 2 more classes, I probably should try to exercise, but that's the reason why I'm not going to. That means we'll see. If my pride hits me in a bad way tomorrow, and I feel like I should, or if I feel like I'm being judged, or not really, not them, they're judging myself in terms of, you know what, you could do a low resistance band and maybe a couple ankle weights. So if I feel bad and I start judging myself, then you might hear me say tomorrow that I exercise. Just know if I do, that means I broke down. I caved. But I do want to make sure if nothing else, I want to make sure I got some water. Yesterday I think I made some infused water with mint, cucumber, and lemon. And so I have some in my little red alcohol Dixie cup. My Dixie cup's clear, but not with vodka. With infused water, cucumber, lemon, and mint. Cheers. So I'll take some of this with me and put some ice in there, and try not to, get dehydrated on this return back to work. So pray for me that everything goes well, and I'll let you know tomorrow if I ended up working out or not. All right. I hope that made you laugh. Let me see if I can think of one more joke, corny joke for anything. I think I have an idea of what theme I want to use. Let me see. Let's see. I want to mention that to you too, but I'll say that after the joke, I think. Something came to mind that didn't make sense after I tried to put it together. It didn't make sense, and I just said, I'm like, I guess I was imagining what your face would look like after I said it. I was like, she probably would go, How where did that come from? How do we get there how do we put those two together? How did we get there? Let's see if I can think of something better. Let's see. Um, hmm. I'm a little tired too, so just bear with me. All right. I think I made it. Okay, let's see, let's see, let's see. Okay, here we go. Hopefully that helps out, giving you a clue. Gives you a clue. Okay, here we go. Uh, what era I'm talking about? When I say here we go. Um, okay. I think I'm gonna say it like this. I might only be able to say it once because I want to make sure I say it correctly. All right. Let me see. Make sure I get the word right. What do, hopefully I can remember, what do Renaissance fitness instructors use? Oh, put it like this. What do Renaissance fitness instructors bring to class? Say it one more time. What do Renaissance instructors bring to class? You ready? 1, 2, 3, on 4. 4. Resistance bands. Renaissance bands. Hopefully like that. I was like, how can I merge resistance with Renaissance? Renaissance. It's hard for me to kind of say because I want to say Renaissance rather than resistance, but I thought the stance and stance would sound pretty cool. All right, well, I tried below. That's why it's called a corny joke. You're probably like, oh god, that was pretty bad. I tried. That's the point, beloved. But you already know that. All right. So the next thing, I can't even talk. The next thing I wanted to mention to you is this. I remember one of the things my teacher, who I want to talk to this week too, to see how he's doing, because I haven't talked to him since I went out of town. But I'm hoping that I can, if ever I need to, in terms of telling the kids about, just in music in general, that something I learned from my teacher. I'm sorry, I always look away from the camera. I'm sorry. I always I'm looking in that corner. It's all I'm looking at. There's nothing there. I'm constantly like. So I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about that. All right, here we go. I'll try to do better about looking in the camera. I barely it's just not in my nature to look sometimes to look in the eye. I typically look down. It's just sometimes it's just easier. It's a bad habit, but yeah. Okay, getting back to what I was saying. It's very hard for me to look at the camera. Focus. I lose track of my thought. I lose my train of thought when I look directly in the camera because I'm trying to focus there. You want to say let me try to remember the theme first. Oh, I remember that my teacher was telling me it's not about, you know, you can know all the notes, but he only wants me to do a certain thing. And that's something it's taken me forever to understand. But I'm grateful that I am now realizing and appreciating it so much more. It's not about you can play all the notes in the world as fast as you can, And that's impressive. But how many, you know, it's not about how many you land. If I can put it in a quote, I guess, or in a saying, it would be, it's not about how many notes you land, it's about how many notes you feel or you felt. And it's not, you know, he always would tell me, because he saw it in me, what my gift was. And you know, to have command over the instrument is not just based on all having a bunch of, you know, flair and uh, you know, any of that. It's about how you make what people remember, because it's hard to replicate that type of that. I don't even know what to call it. But people can always feel the way you made them feel. And that's something that if if you can do that, man, if you can come back every night and do the tapping and the shredding and the the what do you call it? What's another one? Well, bends aren't that difficult. They're in rock and blues, but what's another technique? I'm running out of ideas. Vibrato, or no, vibrato's bending. I'm sorry, it's the same thing. I can't think of any good examples right now. Sweep picking. Sorry, when we go across the strings back and forth, and it sounds very smooth. It sounds like you're hearing the arpeggios basically up and down all six strings, or four or three. Yeah, or well, anything from three up, basically 3 to 6 strings. And yeah, that tapping like you had BB do during uh her solo um during the I Am World Tour, when she was doing the tapping when the beat dropped. That's one of the difficult techniques to do. But yeah, all that's great, but somebody with patience and a understanding of timing and phrasing, you know, that goes a long way too. But you have to be able to know how to use it, know how to and use it in a way that's most effective. And my teacher would always tell me, if you can just, he heard me, and it was really gratifying to know that he could tell that that's where my heart was. Like, I love BB King. I love Buddy Guy. I love Jimmy, even though my hands aren't anywhere near as close, near as worn, as used, as strong, as big as his, and as creative as his are, have always been, have been, and will be. Excuse me, I didn't get the grammar correct. Excuse me. Um, Prince is another one. I love the timing of Carlos Santana. I love Freddie King, um, Albert Collins. I already mentioned to you Buddy Guy. He's one of my favorites. I love Buddy. I even love Johnny Winter. I think is his name. He's a really good guitarist. He's a blues guitarist. I think he's from overseas. I don't know some of their biographies, which is not good, because when you want to be an artist, you need to know. I know there's certain things I need to look up in terms of their history, but they got me because of their hearts, and that started here and it reached me here. and that's why I have so much. That's why I have so much respect for them. I love what's his name? Derek Trucks is another one. Um, and I probably should have told you these earlier so that if you wanted to use them, for what you're doing. But if you want to, I can try to make a playlist, and I'll add some things there you may be interested in. Just this checking out, just listening to that I like. Um, let's see if there's any other ones I can think of off the top of my head. I love Slash, and what's amazing is Slash was playing some music at a bar one time. It was just like I had never seen Slash play the blues before, but it was very good. I did see him one other time. He was playing with BB King while BB King was still alive. It was him, BB King, Derek Trucks, and John Mayer, and they were just. It just showed how much BB's influence just was all over all three of them. BB, Derek, BB, Derek, John Mayer, and Slash. Let's see. Some other ones I like Orianthi. Uh, I don't know as much Bonnie Raitt as I should. I want to get more into her music because I respect her because she's a woman doing it, but I want to hear more of her versions of song. I haven't done too much. I want to do more research on that. I'm really behind on that. I've also heard Heart, the band Heart. I'm trying to think the female guitarist's name. Their sister's Nancy, I think, is her name. I can't think of her last name. Wilson. Was it Nancy Wilson? It sounds wrong. I don't know if that's. I know Nancy Wilson is the jazz singer. I don't know if the Nancy I'm thinking of is last name is Wilson, but I think the Heart female guitarist name is Nancy. What else have I written down? Of course, you got your heavy hitters in jazz. Your Wes Montgomerys, your Joe Passes, your as I continue to look down at the floor. It's so bad, Philip. It's so bad. I just looked down at the floor so bad. What's another? I guess because I don't want to look at you like this in the camera and just be like, because honestly, because that's all I would do if you were in front of me. I'd just be like, just trying to stare in your eyes and not blink. I'd probably be so bashful, like I am right now. I sometimes think about that, like how just think about you in front of me, but I can't. Lord knows, I just get too excited. So let me try to get myself back together. Okay, real. Oh goodness. Of course, your Wes Montgomerys, your George Bensons. I'm trying to think of more rock guitars for you though. I can't. I'll look. I have a list, so I'll refer back to that and try to put some in a playlist for you to see. Yeah, those are the only ones I can think of at the moment. But yeah, beloved, it's just I realize now that you don't have to be everything. Just be who you are, and your treasure's where your heart is, and your talent will make room for you, and God opens doors, and that no man can shut. God closes doors that no man can open. And I'm just very grateful for the fact that I've been given this gift, granted this gift, so that I can inspire others and be useful with my purpose. So that's how I feel. All right, beloved. Me and my little curly hair here. Curly, 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 because of all the water. Because of all the water that has been in the atmosphere as of the past 3 or 4 days. Having rain, having mist. And my hair is like, well, we'll just get a little curly too then. And that's what it's doing. But it's an interesting and it needs some help right now. I think I'll probably grease it at some point in life. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow would be a good idea. All right, well, hope I made you laugh with my resistance joke and my crazy hair as usual. And about the little ones and how their reaction to their time with us in terms of having a magical apple from Granny. When it was only half of an apple at that. It wasn't even a whole apple. Now that I think about it. What was another thing that happened? Let me think. I might be able to send you off with one more funny moment. I told you about Park Play. Did I tell you about it again? Let me see. No, I don't think I told you that part. So my niece, I said in something else. I didn't say it into this video. I said it in a video of a book that I'm making for them. Excuse me. Now I'm trying to give you the full context. Like what? So my niece and I were reading, and eventually she was like, I want to color. I was like, okay, what do you want to color? She said, Park Play. I said, what? She said, Park Play. What? Park Play. And then she pointed to the front cover of this coloring book that said Park Play on it. I didn't know what she was talking about at first. It was a coloring book that she's been coloring in every time she comes over here. And I never knew what the title of the book was, because it's a book from my job. And so we just kept it in her room. So whenever she wants to use it, she can use it. And so we keep colored pencils in her room because she can use them. Her brother has a harder time, so he can't. So he uses crayons. But I never looked at the front cover, and so when she told me Park Play, I was like, what is that? And then at the end of it, she just yelled Park Play, and like pointed to the first two words on the book. Was like Park Play. I was like, oh. Then she started laughing. Both of us started laughing for a very long time. Because Auntie did not understand what she was talking about. Well, that's my niece. She's a lot of fun. She's she was hoping I would catch on. I never did. so we have our moments. But that was my moment for when they were over here. I don't know what she was talking about. All right, well, hopefully that made you laugh too. All right, well, I have to go before Lord knows I can talk to you for hours. But before I stay up too late, because I still have to wash and take care of these teethuses of mine and do my prayers and turn on my relaxation music, and hopefully get some good sleep tonight. I love you, and I'm going to end this video, I think, on let's see. I'll try to end it on 40 minutes and 44 44 or 45 seconds. Now, you have between 44 to 45 seconds to figure out if I'm going to end it on 40, 44 or 40, 45. All right, so think about which one you think I might use, but it would be your current age or the age you're going to be this year. Hopefully it's one of those two, because if I mess it up, can't bring it back. All right, here we go, beloved. We're doing the countdown. Let's see, which will it be? 44, 45. Is my finger close to the stop button? Okay, we'll see. Just know that I love you always, no matter what age you are. Every day, all my life.